captains. We've got Havoc, we've got Cala Seafood Consortium. Without further ado, let's introduce both sides here as we've got Captain of Havoc, Chrispy. And he is rocking Empire this time. Nice to see Chrispy continuing to branch out and play literally every faction. That's one of the many things he's known for. Also being literally like, what, 18 years old? He's probably a little older than that now. I think he can legally drink now. He's a young guy. He's a youngin'.
And by every faction, you mean 3.
You played Scum, right? Are you counting Scum as one of those factions?
No, you don't play Scum in anything important.
Yeah, well, who does? He tried to bet before I even opened it. Yeah, they're fast. I just went back to the screen and they're like, bet. And Fish here playing Empire as well, captain of the Cala Seafood Consortium. That's a good intro. Can't miss. It's adorable. So those are your players here for game 2. Happy opening day. One last time, I'm going to take you all through the divisions and the standings overall. Again, not updated per the 2 games that have made it way through. But I just, this guy, I want to, I wish I could. But we'll take a look first at the Brady Bunch Mike Conference, there's a full name. The Martian Division, we have the Hotshots, Wolfpack, my team, the Mega Milk Union, the Shadowcasters, and Team Havoc. Jan Division, we got 5 straight boosts, Firebirds, New Jedi Order, Meatbags, and I don't remember what the last team was. You know it, Greg. In the Carol Conference, City Division, got Order 66, Foxes, KDB, Berserkers, and the Rave Crab Champions. And then the Alice Division, the Ascendancy, Degenerates, Maulers, Outlaws, and the Wanderers. At full breakdown here, I'm gonna, every time I stream, I'll update this before the stream. So I'll try to be as up to date as I can be with this, but we did get game 1 entered here. So the Hotshots with a 21-12 victory, their first game of the season against Wolfpack. Very cool, very fun. Awesomeness, awesome sauce.
Nick, in the Brady Bunch, who is Alice?
Alice is one of the bunches. I'm not wrong. It's obviously that's what she is.
She's actually not one of the bunch.
She's the maid, apparently.
Yes.
No, I didn't get any help. I didn't get any help. I guessed that, and then I saw the chat. I just want the record to show.
Alice is the maid.
Very nice. I appreciate that bit of trivia. That's good. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. All right. Well, Empire versus Empire, Greg.
Brady have.
Okay, you're gonna keep. You know I don't know any of this stuff. You're just gonna keep giving me trivia, anyways. It's cruel. Yeah. It's cruel, unusual punishment. Has Nick watched Aladdin yet? I've seen Aladdin. I have. Are you talking about the live action Will Smith one? Because I haven't seen that one. It's because one time you made an Aladdin reference and it went over my head. You're like, he's never seen Aladdin. It has been a long ass time since I've seen Aladdin. Killing me. You're killing me with that one. You just when I think you're done with that reference, you can bring it back. Killing me. Oh man, yes, fish and chips indeed. So Chrispy is rocking. He's got a little bit of battle over Endor. He's got leading off at the top of the order. He's got his SSP Vader. He's got the Hate Ion missiles, afterburners, and OG Vader ability with the shield upgrade for 1 point less the cost. Pay to win Vader is very good. I use him all the time. He's very good. You got Commandant Gorin, shield upgrade and sensitive controls. His errata ability. You can choose the start of the engagement phase. You can choose a friendly ship with an initiative lower than his, 0 to 3. That ship may remove a red token and will gain an evade as well. They don't have to have a red token for them to gain an evade, but he can. It just has to be a non. I think it's any red token. Yeah, because it can be a lock, it could be a stress, deplete, strain. Ion. Pretty nifty. We've got Feroff with a 000. Scimitar 1, battle over Endor with marksmanship, no escape, proton torpedoes, and ion bombs. Let's take a look at Scimitar 1's ability here. After a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge to acquire a lock on the defender. That is a 2-time.
Yeah, pretty good.
Seriously, non-reoccurring charge here. Pretty solid as well for salvage mission because of the crits.
Especially when you have proton torpedoes.
Yeah, Greg, are proton torpedoes good? I don't see them used very much. Are they good? Don't know.
Terrible.
Terrible.
But more importantly, Mike Brady shares a profession with another leading male sitcom character from modern times.
Wow.
What is that profession, Nick?
Ask the question one more time.
What is Mike Brady's profession? He is the father on the Brady Bunch.
Okay, Mike Brady's profession, he is a hot tub salesman. The silence means I'm correct.
He does not sell hot tubs.
Yeah, what? That was a good guess. You got to admit, guys. That was a good guess. That was a sharp guess.
What other leading male character in a modern sitcom sold hot tubs?
Wait, do you actually know of one?
That was a hint. The hint was he shares a profession with a modern leading role male character. And you guessed hot tub, so you have to think that there's a hot tub salesman in the last 20 years of sitcoms.
There is. Bob Sacamano. He's the jack of all trades. We're rocking and rolling here. We started moving. Yeah, you guys.
I'm not letting you off the hook.
You guys
the question.
I don't know. I don't know.
Leroy gave you the answer.
Oh,
He's
well.
an architect, like Ted Mosby.
I saw Assassin. I liked that one better. Can we go with Assassin?
Nope.
Oh.
The only thing he killed was Carol's heart. Am I right, ladies?
Poor Carol. Didn't even see it, and I just feel bad for her. Real estate? I don't know, guys. Hot tub salesman. That's a good guess.
Now that I think about it, other sitcoms really bit off the Brady Bunch a lot.
Yeah. How old is the Brady Bunch now?
Tanner, a widowed fucking guy with 3 daughters. Mike Brady, widowed with 3 sons. Bite, 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 bite.
On Fish's side, just this is the last time I talk about the game for a while. He's got Vader Rack with Death Troopers as well as Agile Gunner, Seismics, and Dauntless
No
Title.
one cares.
Volscaris has Ruthless Shield Upgrade. Tomax Bren has the Things. Scythe 6 is new. Battle over Endor, No Escape, Predator Ion, Maneuvering, and Targeting Matrix. And then Wampa has Elusive and Vengeful. Ooh, Wampa's feeling extra vengeful.
What is the best sitcom and why is it
Home Improvement?
It's not Home Improvement for sure.
It's certainly not Home Improvement. I would say
it's not even that like Home Improvement's bad. It's just not like the best sitcom.
I would say best, but I do love New Girl. I am a fan. I am a big fan of New Girl.
I also don't think best, but it's very good.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Friends? Greg, I can't remember if we've ever talked about Friends.
Not really.
Yeah, I feel like it has not aged well.
I'm familiar with it, but I kind of agree with you. I watch it now and I'm like, ooh, that first season there are a lot of gay jokes in here. Yeah, it's a little cringe.
Low key cringe. It's giving cringe. Ever played True American? No, I want to though. You can apparently look up the rule. The rules are online.
Did they finally publish rules? Remember when she was dating that old guy and she brought him to play True American? And he's
Russell.
like, what the fuck is going to happen?
Russell, yeah. Yeah, oh, Jess. I liked Genslinger. He was weird, but like he seemed to be the most compatible with Jess besides Nick. But we all were rooting for Nick Miller.
Bearclaw.
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 the gay wolf. And I'm gay. This is Vader. Did Vader fire? I think we fired an ion missile. We did. Goran is going to be taking a damage. Shield down on the Commandant. Or rather, this is not Goran. This is Volt Scaris. Apologies, taking the damage.
That's the
Goran is on Chrispy's side. He's certainly not shooting at his own friendlies. And he's going to do that delayed action with the ability here. Nicely done. Has a range 2 shot now unobstructed into Vader. Can we plink something through? Only 2. Hit crit. Vader is going to roll all paint and say, laugh hysterically in Scaris's face. The Rear Admiral's got nothing. Looks like a Volt Scaris could be taking a double-botted proton torpedo if he stays anywhere near the center of the board. But I need to be careful. Goran, who's the hell is Goran? Some guy. He's just a dude. He's the guy that your wife tells you not to worry about. And then he slips in there with a delayed action, you know? All right, so you already got an engage in the first turn, which seems rare, but it has happened, and it just did. Modern Family has to be in the discussion. I liked Modern Family, but I felt like there was a lot of episodes where things just kind of happened and I wasn't really enjoying it. It was just kind of like, it was just a lot of like Sofia Vergara looking super hot and then Phil being super turned on by Sofia Vergara the whole time. And it's just like that shtick for a long fucking time. It is a funny show. It's a funny show.
I've never seen it, but I have seen clips on YouTube, like shorts. And they do make me laugh, so I have wondered if I should watch it.
I do think it's a good show. Yeah.
Just Haley, is that her name? Haley Dunphy.
Yeah, Haley
being
Dunphy,
a whore. That's what most
YouTube shorts are. That's her whole personality for a while on that show. I mean, I honestly have my personal favorites. I think Curb Your Enthusiasm and Seinfeld are awesome. Very different shows, but obviously the same mind behind both. Scrubs. Is this as a sitcom? There you go, buddy.
I like Scrubs.
Is Scrubs technically? I guess I haven't watched Scrubs. It's a comedy.
Scrubs is definitely a sitcom.
Got it. Yes. I don't know why I thought it was like a light humored drama. It's just a comedy.
No, it's.
Are you a fan of How I Met Your Mother?
I love How I Met Your Mother. Okay. One of my favorites.
For sure. I was just curious. It's one of the shows I actually have barely seen.
I've probably rewatched How I Met Your Mother more than any other sitcom besides Community.
Ooh, Community. Man, if they didn't have all the internal issues of production and the people involved in that show could have, it was a great show, but it could have just been even better. The last couple seasons are duds, though. They're total duds.
If you watch seasons 1 to 3,
yeah,
and just stop yourself after season 3, it feels pretty good.
Got a Frasier fan, J-Man here. J-Man.
I've tried Frasier so much, and I just don't get it. I don't see it. Yeah. I don't get it.
Not saying that this should be considered one of the best comedies, but a show that gave me a lot of comfort, especially in college, was Portlandia. It's a fucking weird show, but I love that show. Fred Armisen is very funny, or at least I think he is. And Documentary Now is also really funny, but it's really not for everybody because it's super weird and they take it very seriously. But it's just
green dice and green box,
really funny.
baby.
Yeah, there you go. Parks and Rec and The Office are absolutely deserve the consideration, even though they are overwatched and everybody makes shallow references to them on their dating profiles. I still think they too are. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Parks and Rec. I just qualified Parks and Rec from best ever because season 1 sucks. After season 1, great show. I can't say.
You're not a big Mark Brandanowitz fan.
So bad. It's so bad. Season 1.
It's very dry for sure. Yeah.
It kept me from watching that show for years because of how much I hated.
Would you say The Office season 1 is worse? Because I think it is. It is very bad.
I've never watched The Office in a season. I've seen episodes, but I've never watched in like.
Nick is just jaded by Tinder. There's no. Greg agrees with me though. The whole everybody making references to The Office is a very, it's like, oh, what's your favorite show? The Office. It's like, come on.
It just doesn't help you.
It doesn't.
I don't care what your favorite show. Anything like favorite. Anytime someone mentions their favorite anything in a profile, I'm like, cool. Now we have nothing to talk about.
Whenever girls really like it when you mention how much you like New Girl, though, that's a green flag for a lot of girls. This obviously hasn't been enough for me, but it's still
solid. Ironically, they're all like, I'm looking for my Nick Miller. I'm like, oh, so you want an unemployed bum for 6 years?
Yeah, who isn't willing to pay back his friends and keeps his bills in his closet. Stop it.
It's like they only paid attention to Nick Miller season 7. They didn't pay attention to anything that happened.
I will say so. Like I'm on Peacock. They have these The Office called the Superfan episodes, which is all the deleted scenes, and it's like watching a new show, it's been great rewatching the show. But the way that they write Rainn Wilson with Dwight is just phenomenal. I fucking love it. He's so funny.
I was under the impression that a lot of The Office wasn't actually wrote.
That it was a lot of improv.
I don't remember where I read this, but I was under the impression that they would give a lot of like, they'd be like, all right, this is what we need to accomplish in this scene. Now get there. Like it'd be like bullet points almost.
There's a lot of the episodes, there's several writing credits. I wonder like what that means, right? It doesn't necessarily mean the whole thing's written out like detailed, but they have.
It literally means that anyone who said something on that ended up in the script,
they give it
or in the show, credit. They have to give it writing credit for.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, which I'll have to double check, it's impressive. So Vader hopping over. Sorry, guys, I'm breaking a rule and talking about the game. He's going to barrel roll. All right, anyways, back to what we were talking about.
And going to spend a force. Vader's taking 3 shots here. I don't think it's going to be all that costly because
maybe he takes a damage and gets his force back.
Yeah.
Is Scythe 6 the one that gets the extra die at range?
I don't know. I've never known.
All right, so we are going to Vader. Take the damage and get a force back is what Chrispy decides to do, which, yeah, that makes sense.
Is Vader choking Vader erotic self-asphyxiation?
Yeah, self-asphyxiation. You have failed I have failed myself for the last time.
And Goran takes the target lock off of Phasma, or not Phasma, Fair-Off.
Oh yeah, Fair-Off, dude.
Fucking hate that ship. I hate Goran.
And spending the lock here, is this another eye? I don't think so. You're just trying to knock the crate off. Yeah, definitely not an eye. Oof, only 2 though. It is obstructed range 2, so it'd be hit crit on the 4 dice, and it's going to go through. The crate will get knocked off. A crit onto Wampa. We'll see what Wampa ends up taking. We're checking for something. Does he get some sort of mod? Defensive mod? No, we're just checking for the crate drop. Okay. Wampa has an extra hole. Okay. Wampa
This
loses
one that
his
rolls an extra
charge.
die at range 1 to 2.
Okay, gotcha. And it is, ooh, a structural damage. Never pleasant on TIE fighters. Still has a few health, but...
Hate to see it.
Now here we go with Rack. Range 2 unobstructed into Vader, who just has a focus right now. Did he elusive? He did not elusive. Yeah, he has elusive. That's right. Hit crit. Fortunately, decimators will roll like that a lot. You'd be surprised. But Vader gonna roll out of it. Volt. Going to the bomber, right? Ugh. It sucks when you have the die facing bounce off of what you expect to roll because it looked like a crit and then it bounced into a blank.
Right.
But takes 1. So Scimitar 1. A pilot with a generic name. Very funny. I think that's ironic. Primary attack here from Tomax into fair off for nothing. Womp, womp, womp. Shooting back into Volt here. This is Goran for hit crit. Volt gets his 2 evades. Those are scary shots when Interceptor's getting shot with no tokens. We had a great moment yesterday on stream where Tim, shout out to Buddy HG, sniped Soontir range 3 with Dash Rendar, the new Soontir. It was pretty hilarious. First crit was a direct and killed him.
Classic.
So yeah, it's amazing. It was like an afterthought shot too, but he had Saw Gerrera and he rolled, I think it was, he had trick shot and Dash's ability, he rolled 5 dice and sunk crit into Soontir and see you later. All right, so Rack taking 1. Goonby, thank you so much for following. Took 5 seasons for the follow, but I appreciate it. No, I'm just kidding.
Unfollow Goonby. He's not appreciative at all.
Not at all. I'm just upset that it took this long. I was always waiting for your on bated breath for your follow. It did not take long for me to throw shade. It took like what, 1 second for me to throw shade. It was very unwarranted too. It said it was such a dick. The way I said that was so dickish. Sorry. Yeah, you're not one of the OGs. You are from last season, he says. 2-1 Chrispy. In terms of the crates, round 3 coming up. Pace of play is, it just, I feel like the last game just went by so fast. This is normal pace of play, and I'm over here like, oh man, what do I have to talk about? What do we even talk about? Sitcoms, that's what we're talking about. Okay, good. He didn't come here for us. He came here for Chrispy. I could relax a little bit. I felt like I was under pressure to entertain. I no longer feel that pressure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think either of them would be an underdog in this matchup. It's a pretty even. Fish is a good player, man. Chrispy is my old captain. You were on Havoc last season. 41 people watching. What's up, everybody? Happy opening day. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
I only see 38, so 3 people left just because you dissed Goonby.
Damn. I think I deserve it. You probably get a pull into the 60s tomorrow, Greg. Maybe more. I don't know. 50 to 60, I would expect.
No, it's 30 all the time.
Even for like opening day stream or on NCX, like you don't think it would be more?
I don't dare to dream, Nick. It's hope that kills you.
Yeah, fair. Twitch viewership is weird because like when I care about it, like the day I decide to just have a little bit of care for for how many viewers I have, they're low. But like if I just don't give a fuck, I'm like, oh wow, this is a lot more people than expected. Nice.
I feel like Twitch numbers are like confirmation bias for me. It's like I'll just see whatever I want to see, and then like all the other times, don't stick in the brain.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. It feels like you hit a ceiling, right? Like you just know that your stream's gonna sit around a certain number. You at least you hope.
I mean, like it's been
Okay, Grandpa.
3 years. It's been the same for 3 years. Like I'd be like, because I can't really just expect it to like change. It's been literally set for the same amount of time.
Nick doesn't care about having her here tonight. Yeah, you're all
MASH
just
I refuse
dollar
to
signs
believe
to
that
me.
any of you have seen MASH. None of these people saying MASH was really good have ever seen MASH.
I just hate the name I just hate that name. It discourages me from even wanting to watch. Like, oh, that sounds like something that my great grandmother would watch.
It is something your great grandmother watched.
It just sounds like it on its own.
So MASH stands for, Nick, do you know what it stands for?
Isn't it a military show?
It is a military show.
Military asses show. Hello there. I don't know.
Close. Mobile Army Surgical Hospitals.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I was close. Everybody, the record show. Mobile Army. Oh, you see, y'all are disagreeing. Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. That's what you said.
That's exactly what I said.
Medical AS Hospital. Nice. Wookiee's like, I don't know what the middle is.
Because he's never actually seen the show.
Yeah. Uh-oh, there's those green dice. Phantom dice. Phantom road roll. All right. What is turn 3 brought to you by, Greg? Diet Snapple, you got any of that handy?
Turn 3 brought to you by Stanton Optical, making glasses cases for your glasses.
You just looked for something nearby. Just like,
yes, I did. And Dr. Pepper Zero. 0 sugar, 0 calories. Dr. Pepper, established 1885. We used cocaine.
Dude, I have the same kind of visceral response to when people shit on Dr. Pepper and when people shit on In-N-Out Burger. It very much upsets me because I just don't see how it's acceptable to.
One of my friends went to Arizona, and the first picture she posted was In-N-Out Burger, and I was like, oh man, miss it.
Yeah, it's so good. I get it with the fries. That's a very reasonable take. The fries are not good. You do need them well done animal style.
You need them animal style to make them tolerable.
How is it nothing to brag? Okay, nothing to brag about. Like, I feel like people say that, and then they're the same people that love Whataburger. I don't know. It's just like
Whataburger's trash.
It's definitely worth bragging about, dude. The price, the ingredients are so fresh. It's just a good burger. I brag about it all the time. And so yeah, I'm going In-N-Out.
The burger is super good.
You definitely have to get the burger. I will say this: if you don't get the burger animal style, and the first time you have In-N-Out, you get it with the raw onion, I can see you being like, "Oh, this isn't really that good," because the raw onion sucks. Get animal style on the burger. It is so good. It's a must. It's not a may. It's a must. Maybe you had a bad experience when it was
Whataburger? Whataburger is McDonald's but Texas. That's what's wrong with it. It's Texas McDonald's.
Scoot need to work on that, refining that palate of his, you know. Nick has some spicy takes about a restaurant worse than Steak and Shake. Jeez, I did try Steak and Shake for the first time at LVO, and I actually
no!
Rack rocks himself. Keep on rocking me, baby. That's not a good spot to be for Rack. Steak and Shake was good though. I actually didn't mind it. I was like, yeah, this is a decent burger. It's like, you know, upper mid-range for me.
Why did Steak and Shake get included in all the fast food debates? It's like a restaurant.
It was so cheap too. It was, Greg, it was in our casino. I got a burger, fries, and a drink for like, I think it was like $7 or $8. It was like in Vegas. It was kind of shocking. It was like Really shocked by that.
It's fine. It's just not like a fast food. It's like a diner. Like, you gotta include it in the diner conversation, not the like fast food conversation.
Fuddruckers is also, I've had Fuddruckers a few times, and I think all the stuff you can put on the burger, you can pile on with the sauces and the cheese and everything is good, but the patty itself to me is like mid tier. It doesn't stand out to me as like, oh wow.
I haven't had Fuddruckers in fucking 10 years at least.
Toppers. Okay, so here's a story about Toppers Pizza. I used to live right by Wrigley Field in 2016, and we got Toppers Pizza for every playoff game, Cubs playoff game. I watched my friend, and we became a tradition because they always won when we got Toppers. So I ate like absolute shit for like a week straight because we watched all these games together, and we were like, we gotta get Toppers. And then they closed when I moved away from there, and it was like, and the Cubs have not been good since then. They haven't been like a championship caliber team since then. So it's Topper's fault, but I have a soft spot for Toppers in my heart. So the ion bomb obviously hits fair off. And here we go with Vader trying to maybe kill Wampa. He's got structural damage. So it's very, very, yeah, probably dead, right?
Yeah, classic 4v.
See ya.
Oh my God.
See ya.
I will remember you.
Oh, my Wilhelm scream soundboard isn't working. Damn.
Goodbye, Wampa.
Look at people in the chat talking about them having partners and significant others. Pisses me off.
What a bunch of losers.
Yeah, must be nice, huh? You know, we were after Dune, we got food last night, and we were talking about Warhammer players, and I'm like, man, some of these guys have girlfriends, and I don't. really shout out myself with that one. Pity, it's a pity party over here, pity parade. Like X-Wing got me into Warhammer for painting. Well, the painting aspect of it is cool, but there's like a cultural side of Warhammer that is so unattractive to me.
Hopper sounds like a strip joint. It is, Andrew.
Spend for 3 here. This is Volt. No, it's keeping it at 2. You gotta be careful when you just have that 3 hole in 2 of 8s. Did we see a Vader damage on somebody? I think we must have. I just don't know who was on.
I believe it was on the BSA. Could be wrong.
Man, range 1 into rack, and you roll a single paint. Spend for 1. My goodness. Rack still has a shield right now. He's taking another range 1 shot here in a moment. Here we go.
This one is double modded.
Oh, he Vader again. Oh, he took us. Thank you guys. That makes sense. That's what you were saying in the chat. Yeah, do you keep the lock? Does he have fire control? Is that what that is? Yeah. No?
All right, 2 more.
What was the single reroll for? He's checking bullseye. Is there another upgrade on there that I'm missing?
Ooh, it's a direct. I don't know how it was a crit, but it's a direct.
Marksmanship. I know he has that. Gonna do a range 2 here from the BSA for nothing. Okay. He used no escape for the reroll. Got it. Cool. Why aren't the rocks painted rainbow? Why this fucking stream so anti-political in rainbow? Yeah, we decided to take a stand against inclusivity and being reasonable people.
Yes, that's something I hope for you to use the we modifier on.
Yeah, I look forward to people clipping that out of context and getting maybe Keemstar will talk about me on Drama Alert and talk about how some nobody who nobody watches on Twitch got canceled because he jokingly said we're anti-inclusivity.
You can't do that, bud. You're from Buffalo. I'm from Buffalo. You can't do it, bud. I'll go to war.
So 7-2, Chrispy. That's what's going on in this game. Round 4 coming up. Rack did Agile Gunner, front to back.
Chrispy just did the scimitar ability. What are you talking about?
My
son wanted to go to America so bad.
He's saving the lock for a Pro Tour.
He was so pumped. I can't believe. What'd you do in Buffalo, your son?
Yeah, why not like any other? Why not like New York City or something? No offense.
Just like you're not drinking. I'm assuming your son's like not drinking age.
Went to the children's museum. There's a museum where they have just like children behind like just glass panes.
Yeah,
stare at children.
Yeah, that's not the children's. That's not what they call that. He's 6. Dear Lord, Goombi has children.
Who let this man have a spawn?
What the fuck? So you drove to Buffalo for...
You're like, I need to investigate this situation.
Did you do anything else? You just went to a museum? You didn't even go to our good museum. We also went sightseeing. What site?
Yeah, I have been to downtown Buffalo before, and it was not. There were no sights to see.
If you're super into like 1800s architecture, Buffalo's great.
Okay,
but I don't know a 6-year-old super into 1800s architecture.
Greg, you know a lot of 6-year-olds.
Okay, I also stopped at Niagara Falls. That is legitimately probably very cool for some.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is dope.
And we did arcades and fun houses.
What else did you do? You're not giving us enough information about what you did.
What possible arcades did you go to?
Where did you
The only arcades I know are also attached to bars. Did you guys Lasertron? The laser tag?
Oh, in Niagara Falls.
What arcade is there in Niagara Falls? Niagara Falls is falling apart. I don't know why you would go to Niagara Falls on the American side.
What's the name? What's the name of the Canadian side? Is it still called Niagara?
Niagara Falls. It's literally
okay.
both called Niagara Falls.
The Canadian side looks cool.
The Canadian side's great. It's wonderful. It's like a whole new world.
Of course it is. Pretty anti-American of you. I'm also getting pretty political here, Greg. Don't appreciate either.
I mean, listen, if they don't want that to be the truth, maybe fucking put some money into the area.
Yeah. All these freaking libtards rooting this country, man. One pronoun at a time.
Canadian side is a better view too. I mean, they both have the same view. Like it's everyone who's like, "Oh, the Canadian side is the better view." I'm like, we're on opposite sides of the fucking thing that's to our left. Like I'm turning my head left, you're turning your head right. It's the same view.
He's like, wrong.
Wrong.
Disagree. No, turn those lights off.
Probably haven't been to the Canadian side. Yeah, I live 15 minutes from the
I was
falls,
gonna say,
I've never been to the Canadian side.
What would you know about the area? Ooh, there we go, Rack. Just range 1 of a BSA, who cares? Just a BSA. Reinforce the rear.
Kind of wish he didn't.
That seismic is gonna.
There.
That might hit the middle obstacle. That would be kind of nice if it does for fish. And Tomax about to get
learn
hit.
a lesson. Don't take a lock.
There it is. He's focusing. Oh, Vader blocked. He must have done something faster than a 1 bank. Oh, he did a 3 hard. Okay. That ion bomb gonna hit Tomax. And we
Comex
are
being ionized isn't the end of the world.
no, definitely not. And look
That's
at that. That
great
is a very
seismic.
solid seismic charge. Another
That's a
damage card.
game-changing seismic.
Game changer. Goran taking his shield and Aeroth taking a shield as well.
I always
Canada.
flip the Canadian. When you're on the viewing edge and like you're just like standing across from Canada and like everyone from Canada's on one side, everyone from America's on the other, I always just flick off the Canadian side. You can't really see all that well.
It's one hit here, range 0. Gonna have to spend the focus. That's fine. You're not gonna be able to modify your shot.
Why are you taking it?
Taking it because worried about the proton torpedo, I guess, right? Because don't you get to acquire a lock after a friendly attacks? No, I guess not. It's not happening. Yeah, taking the damage, I guess.
Why?
I don't know. I thought maybe it'd be because of the bomber, Scimitar 1, but BSA is gonna take 1. Gonna shoot a Goran. 2 dice, range 3. Spend for 2. Goran is gonna be fine with the 3 evades. Everyone getting hit with ads at the moment. If you are not a subscriber, you will get ads. That's literally Twitch running ads. That's like how that works. Greg has ads.
You're running an ad.
I don't know. I guess it's. Can you even type in chat when you have an? I guess you can, right? When there's an ad going on.
Yeah. People keep saying that they get ads on my channel. I'm like, I don't have that on. So let's.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, I was gonna say I don't select the pre-roll or change any of those settings. It's just literally a way that they try to get you to give them money because it's a business. So if you want to give them money, you end up actually helping us out as well. How about that? Shameless plug for subscribing. That's a structural damage on Scimitar 1 on 3 hull now. Goonbee's like, this is the first time Goonbee's been on Twitch. The ad breaks are really. I do have a friend of mine that runs like an insane amount of ads. It's very obnoxious to like force people to subscribe. That's
why they do that, because there's like financial incentives they rolled out if you do it. No.
If you do more pre-roll stuff or just mid.
If you run ads like every hour or half hour or whatever, they give you more money.
Oh, I mean every hour doesn't seem that obnoxious to me, unless it depends on how many ads there are, I guess.
I'm not running ads. Fuck them.
Well, either way, it's like, what's the difference between getting 25 cents and 40 cents? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. There we spend the focus and not take anything. But after taking another damage, so 2 damage left on Scythe, 6.
So confused.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you. I subscribed to Greg's stream because his stream doesn't suck. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Range 0 here from Scythe 6 back into Vader, not getting the extra die and getting nothing. All right, end phase. Let's take a look at our score right now. 9-3. Chrispy with a pretty commanding lead. So Rack is still down. Arrakis. My planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. Still has 10 hull left.
Oh, Crispy's about to fuck up Guy's 6th day. And I don't know what other ships can actually get there and do anything about it. Tomex can't really do anything because he takes a lock. Gorn's just going to remove it.
Chris, you're good, man. I'd rather you guys, especially draft league season, obviously subscribe to Greg. One of the reasons why I started a Patreon was to offset the pressure of needing to try to go for subs as much as I've had to in the past. It's times are tough for everybody, you know. They can't fault anybody for not being subscribed. I mean, consider following if you can. That's free. Most people are, which is cool. Yeah, the other thing too is Rack is just in a kind of a piss poor position. Like, it's just, I just don't see how Rack can contribute the way that he should be able to. Life's been pretty easy here. Well, it's about to get a lot harder. Also, he can't be from Canada because he said something genuinely mean to me, and I thought Canadians were not capable of doing that. He said my stream sucked. I didn't think Canadians said such things. Unironically. And it hurt my feelings, and I might have to cry off camera here for a second. So I'm just gonna
cry on camera. Power move.
Hold on. I have this spray bottle for when I have to spray Cleo, so. All right, here we go.
Bad Goonby.
Goonby! I see what all my glasses, Goonby. That's so mean. Oh, man. I don't think I can recover from this. Guys. I fucked up my glasses, though.
Yeah, how dare you, shit bee. Got him.
Hey, got him. It's interesting. If the stream is so bad, he's still here. You can leave. Get out of here, dude. Brosif. Go to another children's museum.
Yeah, with your
acting like a child.
This is air quotes, child. We all know what you did. Just rotate, man.
So that's probably one of the most clippable moments I've had in a while, of me spraying my face with water and crying. "Quote unquote," spraying my face with water. It was real. They were real tears. Exactly. You got it right, Goonby. I can't. Nothing's stopping you. You just figure it out. We've got it all figured out. And Vader taking a lock on Tomax. Got range 1 from Varroff and Vader out there. And Rack is gonna Vader off the evade BSA. Trying to kill that BSA to just get a couple points, knock off a crate. It's not gonna really be enough. Don't worry, Nick, I got you. Goonby gonna get stomped by the man with the cleverest name. I do appreciate you going to bat for me. Thank you. Vader for a full string, as he does. Ouch. Hit crit. And fuel leak. Ooh. We also saw 000 trigger there for stress on Tomax. Fuel leak with these gas prices, not good.
Oh.
There, here we go. Oh my god. Just one crit from Rack. The Decimator not rolling very well. I would subscribe to your stream. Well, I would get for 1 month, I would get $2.50 of your hard-earned Canadian cash.
Remember this next time you see the Dice Whinging channel with Chrispy in it.
Come in here. Yeah, I could just, yeah, let's maybe Maybe we just time out Goonby for a bit just to fuck with him. There you go. Fuck off. That's a long time too. 600 seconds is obnoxious. That's the default.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a while. I think Goonby just realized that Goonby fucked around for a while and really desperately was begging to find out, and I had to oblige. You know, it's just like that graph, the fuck around and find out graph, right? It's a simple process.
Don't do the crime if you can't do
For the record, I don't have a problem with somebody saying, hey, I'm going to be streaming this game on this day. But I thought that was extra funny to be like, you know what? I just have ammunition to use at this point. He's not. Goonby is Goonby perhaps the second Dad Gaming, like the second coming of Dad Gaming?
I mean, listen, there's a limit on how much I want to insult the people.
I remember was it Pim that said that to me, and I was like, listen, I know you like the shit on me, but I do not deserve that insult. I do not deserve that.
Some things are sacred.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but another damage on Scythe, 6.
This fish's rack trying to get cleaned. What does that mean?
Yeah. It's just like when you bring your pawn from one side to the other, you turn it into a queen. It's just what he's doing.
The pawn in this list?
He's hitting like one, dude. He's certainly not doing any damage. He's only Vader is contributing to the damage.
I don't know what you're talking about. Pawns can actually kill pieces.
Damn, Rack is worse than a pawn. It's some hardcore pawn going on here live on Twitch. Poor Rack. Goran hunts Scythe. Scimitar will shoot at Rack. Yeah, I mean, we could strategize about what Chrispy could do, but there isn't really any wrong answer for him at this point. He's got so much flexibility with a 7-point lead, and where everyone is on health.
He's in mopping up mode.
Yeah. Nothing like some 2.5 streams where the games are not even remotely close. It just gets me going, you know. It's provocative. It gets the people going. You gotta ask Chrispy how much money we can pay him to like fly ship off the board just to make it seem closer. Yeah, hardcore pawn was like super fake, but I did love it. I loved Lass, and I always loved watching people just get their ass thrown out for trying to sell broken things and getting mad that they're not worth anything. Wampa and Scythe 6 were crate carriers that just kind of hung out at the top of the board and basically waited for Vader to come and kill them. It was essentially what happened. They literally were just there, and Vader's like, I'm coming towards you. And they're like, come on in. The water's warm. And he's like, you're dead now, by the way. They're like, fuck, you're right. I'm dead. Literally verbatim how it happened.
That was the exact conversation.
It was literally, it was a very casual conversation, but that's how it went down. Get a K-turn and a focus with, must be, is that ion maneuvering jet, or is that the targeting major? I think that's the ion maneuvering jet. What a weird name too. It just doesn't sound right. Ion maneuvering jet. This is a hot tub. Slowly but surely. Have we seen a Protorp get fired by Scimitar 1? We must have.
No, maybe no.
Wow, yeah, no. No, we have not.
No, we have not.
We have not. Is he saving that charge? He still has one charge left too, so you'll definitely be able to get it off. As a chemistry teacher, the names of all these things are plain funny. Fair enough.
I mean, Nick's had to like dedicate multiple moves to trying to kill this BSA. Like, it's just not
still on 2-hole, yeah.
We'll be on 1 after Vader.
God, Tomax is just like, please, please, Vader, just give it to me. Give it to me. Not that he had much of a choice. Put me out of my misery, Vader, please. Oh, man. Bye-bye. That's a dead Tomax. 3 more points, gets him to 14.
A ring-a-doo-doo-doo, a ring-a-doo-doo.
Oh, you-do-do. We should do whenever the game's like, I think once the game gets within like, you know, like beyond 8 points of a difference, you just do a Swedish chef impression the rest of the game, like just starts to sound like I'm making fun of someone who's mentally disabled. It's very offensive if I don't be careful with my Swedish chef impression. And is that enough? Is BSA still alive?
Got him! Finally!
No, he's still alive, dude. He's still got 1 hole.
Damn it!
He's still alive. He just takes the crit.
Please, Rack. Please kill him. Good Rack. Oh my god. Okay, he doesn't have a focus. Thank God.
He's gone. It's over.
Yes. 2 points to Fish.
Finally dead. It's really fun trying to do a Skarsgård impression, like raspy voice, you know? So what if I sacrificed everything? Great actor. Skarsgård.
Kindness. Kinship. Love.
Kinship, kindness, love.
We're gonna get a Pro Torp here finally.
Ooh,
Yay.
target lock. Hey, not a full string, but that's probably gonna be enough. So, and Scythe goes down. The second blank rolling down is extra sad. 3 more points.
Okay. Well, another direct hit on the turn up.
The Skarsgårds are a dynasty acting family. So y'all, starter Vader is better than Boy Vader. Unless you're playing Chance or Assault, where you can make a justification for Boy Vader, Starter Vader just got you covered at every game you play. All right, 18-6. We've got ourselves a close game here. Don't call it a comeback.
I won't.
Please don't. I'm asking you nicely. Why Boy for Assault? Because he just doesn't have to worry about doing scenario actions. He can just coast around your objectives and punch things hard. The problem I have with Battle of Yavin Vader is that he is relying on his force for the first shot in such a way that he can set himself up to take a lot of damage in the first shot coming back. Statistically, like, he will spend at least 1 force on his attack. He might need to spend 2 for eyeball results. You could just spend your lock, but you want to keep your lock as much as you can. I'd much rather have 2 hate, 2 force, and a focus than just force. Hate as well, but. And this is actually, you can take it with a little bit more of a grain of salt, because I've had a lot of high level success with SSP Vader. I actually get to brag about that. Just love him. Super good. I think he's unfair. Like, I don't like the way some of these things are designed. Greg and I talked about that on our cast. Just the SL stuff seems to be getting a little out of hand for not across the board, but just specifically some pilots. It's just a little much that they could do. But SSP Vader is certainly one of the more simple, overpowered pieces that you can take. Makes Empire such a good faction in the game right now. Still a lot of choices you can make. Bring a good faction. But If there was an Imperial Hera, Boy Vader would be in a better position. And Boy Vader certainly can hold his own. It's just there's just a lot more pressure on him, I think. Just he wants to punch hard, but he can get punched hard back. He's like, he spends 2 force, and then that first shot coming in, he rolls 3 eyeballs, you know, boom, his shields are down or whatever. It's just a little more vulnerable, I think, early on. If you're rolling, like, if you're just rolling very well, he's only ever spending 1 force, and there you go. But you can only get the force back when you take damage, and you can only take so much damage. Am I right, folks? Hey.
Yeah, you right?
I'm right. Am I right, folks? Am I right? What else you got? Do something about it and stop you bitching. I loved earlier today, I like made some comment about being nice to JJ, and Andrew Smith is like, shut your bitch ass up. Dwayne The Rock Johnson gif. Boy, that made me laugh so hard. We got our wannabe anonymous in the chat. Welcome, Tread Champ. Someday I'm sure they will let you in. Rack taken. Is this into Goran? Or not Goran, rather. No, it wasn't into Volt. Obviously, he's out of the picture. That's all into Rack. Stunned, hull breach. Ugh. Yeah, I muted him because he was making me feel so bad. It was not fair. I'm very insecure about it. I hope you didn't take me seriously when I said you were gonna gaslight JJ. No, dude, I hope you don't think I would take that seriously. I've been kind of a complete moron with the shit talking. I'm really enjoying it. So it's gonna take a lot to make me feel bad at this point. I've developed a little bit of a thicker skin when it comes to the trash talk. I'm at least working on that, you know. I can usually tell when someone's actually trying to be an asshole or not. Pim is simultaneously trolls me and is an asshole, you know. We have like a nice little bromance going. I've enjoyed it. I will say I like the way Nick has played Volt. I think he's just kind of kept him in decent spots to get quality shots in every round, but can't do it all on his own. Barroff just takes 1 more shield. I never shit talk, so I worry is all. I appreciate you. You're a good dude, man. I really value your you being a part of the league. But I know you have good intentions. It's usually pretty apparent when someone is just trying to be a bad person and just being shitty with bad faith and just fucking around. So, again, it would take a lot. You're good. So final score here, 21-6. So both games, one player doesn't even score 10 points by the end game. Not particularly close, but still a wildly successful opening day here, Monday, here on 312 or $12. It's only $5, everybody. Just you're all products to me. Give me all your money, please and thank you. I really need another flight to Cabo with my private jet. I'm only 5 subs short, so if you can help me get there,